Self-improvement is simply about being present and being in the moment enough to understand what you need to improve, what you need to work on, how your perspective should view it, how you should feel about it, or how you feel about it. And that the negativity that comes with self-improvement, because there is some negativity, that negativity is positive and that it's good for you. In a sense that you shouldn't sit in the negativity that it brings, but you should be able to comprehend and be like, all right, well, this is a negative about me, and I know I want to change this. I don't like this. I don't like how I feel about this. I don't like how I think about it. I don't like how I view it. I don't like how it makes me feel. I need to actively work towards changing that and how because you can't change it, but you can change how you perceive it and how you show it off not show it off to other people, but kind of show it off to the world, in a sense that if you don't like something about yourself, you can't be like, all right, well, just go away, just change. You can't do that. You have to change something about yourself, either mental, physical, emotional, spiritually, whatever, to make it change. If it's physical, if you don't like the way your body looks and you have body dysmorphia, or you're on the heavier side and you want to go down in weight, well, you can't just be like, oh, I'll change, and then not proceed to do anything. Or be like, oh, I want to change, oh, I want to be slimmer, oh, I want to be better looking, oh, I want to have bigger muscles, whatever the case is, and you don't strive toward it. You say it, but you don't strive towards it, then you're not being in the present moment, because although you are aware of what you don't like about yourself, you aren't taking the time or the energy to work towards changing that and bettering that. If you don't like how a certain relationship makes you feel, and you're like, all right, well, I'm just kind of in this relationship or friendship, whatever it is, but you're not actively doing anything to change how you perceive that relationship, the energy you offer, the way you respond to the other person, how considerate you are of the other person. If you don't change that in your head and change that in your actions, then that relationship will continue to end up the same way and end up the exact same pattern. That's what life is. If you don't change, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And that also goes to show that you have to give yourself love, because I know it's hard to love yourself and discipline. I don't want to say discipline yourself, but have discipline, because you're like, well, especially for me, I'm like, how do I love myself yet tell myself, oh, this is bad about this is not bad, but it's not a good thing, and you want to change it. You don't like it. You don't like how it makes you feel. How do I still provide myself love when I guess it just depends on how you say it mentally, like how you tell yourself, oh, I need to change this. And self-improvement is very lonely, in the sense that the only person that's there to help you change or to change is yourself. Like, who are you to yourself? What do you mean to yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Like, those are questions you need to answer, or you need to think about, to both understand yourself, because when you understand yourself, when you better understand yourself, you better understand the things around you and the world around you, the people around you, the things around you, how people respond, how people act. You understand that in a sense that knowing yourself lets you know others. It's, like I said in another video, existing mute to discern others. I don't think I made a video about it, but I may have said it in a video, I may have not. But in nowadays society and nowadays world, we only listen to reply to people. We don't listen to hear them. We are so focused on getting the next answer, the next word, the last laugh, any of that kind of stuff, to where if we would both, if you were to focus on yourself and focus more on being not necessarily alone, but alone in your thoughts, in which you don't let an outside perspective perceive how your thoughts are and how you view yourself from other people's perspectives. If you focus more on your own perspective, you learn how to control yourself, you learn how to better yourself, you learn how to be yourself, and yet you learn to understand others and to comprehend how other people feel and appreciate both the work that you put in and the people around you. And that's, it's hard, because there's some people and you're like, oh, this person really irks me. If you're like at school and you know this toxic person who, you know, spreads rumors and does all these things or whatever, and you're like, oh, I can't stand that person. I don't know why they do that kind of thing. I don't know why they do this, I don't know why they do that. But then you don't look at yourself and ask yourself, why do you do that? Because although you think you might not do that kind of things, and you know sometimes there are times where you won't, but a lot of the times what you see in others is what is in you. As in negatively. Not as in negatively, but as in bad traits and bad habits and bad choices. That's another thing about self-improvement. You have to, being consistent isn't hard, but being consistent and being consistent is not hard, but being consistent in doing hard things is hard. Because it's so uncomfortable, and it puts you in a choice where every time you decide to make a decision, you have to change that decision. You have to make the choice. Otherwise, you kind of just go on autopilot. And when you go on autopilot, you destroy yourself, both mentally, physically, emotionally. That's why a lot of people nowadays, whenever their parents are, you know, not the best parents, and they have to kind of just disassociate their feelings, they have such a hard time expressing themselves when they're older, is because they never had the ability to be like, all right, well, this is how I feel. Their parents are always like, this is how you feel. So self-improvement is just about learning oneself, because divine oneness, everything is interconnected in the universe. Nothing is standalone and nothing's all together. Everything is one. Yeah. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. I made a new TikTok. I'll have it posted on the thing, on my bio. You know, like I said, thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. The man who believes the journey is over has truly lost, and is worse than the man who knows to continue fighting. Never stressing, always pressing. Thank you guys for watching, and ciao.